Hi, my name is Kathy Kuzco. Welcome to History Crash Course, and today we're going to be talking about the Navajo code talkers who served in World War II. It's interesting because the Navajo Indian tribe were not the first code talkers,
but it was actually the Choctaw soldiers who served in World War I.
They were the ones who influenced the U.S. government to bring in other Native American tribes to serve and become code talkers. But it's also interesting how these Native Americans wanted to serve America after America had unjustly treated them, and no longer today will you find any Navajo code talkers because they're all gone.
America, in times of war, why must you be cruel to be kind?
Now, this all takes place during World War II, from 1941 through 1945.
This is a time where Great Britain is trying to defeat Germany because Germany is trying to conquer all of Europe.
The U.S. does not get involved, but they do help Britain in trying to defeat Germany. But on December 7th, 1941, the day that will live in infamy, Pearl Harbor was attacked by the Japanese. This really did get the U.S. to get involved into war. And this is actually the start of Navajo code talkers. Because during these battles, the U.S. would actually send up secret code messages to each other to know the destination of their enemy or to know when they actually needed help or backup. But the thing is that the Japanese would decode every single code, and the U.S. would run out of codes because of the Japanese intelligence. And this is where the Navajo code talkers come in. Because of Philip Johnson. Philip Johnson lived in the Navajo reservation. He knew a lot about the tribe, and he tried to persuade the army to get the Navajo code talkers in this responsibility to go into war. Johnson knew that the Navajo Indian tribe was not that well known in the U.S., so he saw their weaknesses and strengths. But that wasn't easy for him. He tried to convince and make everything he could possible to get them into the war. It all first started with him sending a recommendation. This would cause him to prove his recommendation. So he would bring Navajo Native Americans to come and prove to the U.S. Army that he was talking the truth and that they really needed them. The Army was actually impressed. They would test their speed, their accuracy, and how well they actually knew these codes. And overall, they succeeded. After many tries, they did. And because of Navajo's impressive skills, on May 1942,
29 Navajos were recruited into boot camp,
mostly just serving in the Marines. And these 29 Navajos created the Navajo Code at Camp Pendleton, located in Oceanside, California. And it was kind of like this.
Give me the code word for tank. Come on. You boys want to be code talkers. Show me some brains. Think. What do we call a tank? Tortoise.
As I mentioned before, these Navajo code talkers only served in the Pacific, such as in the Battle of Iwo Jima,
where Major Howard Connor, a 5th Marine Division signal officer, said, "Where now were the Navajos, the Marines would have never taken Iwo Jima." And it was interesting because during the combat, these Navajos had this vital role in the war. Because if they messed up, everything could go wrong. And this is how they would get involved during combat.
We laid a death warning! Arizona! Joking! Go! Okay, come, take a shot. Shoot them up! Target reference, North 1, South 700, elevation 050.
To sum it up, through the Navajos' intelligent technique, they were the ones who won the battle, who won the war, and who saved America. They might have been unjustly taken the rights from America and mistreated, but they joined and helped us win this victory, which is known as World War II. Later on, in 2001, under Bill Clinton's presidency, the surviving Navajos were awarded a Congressional Golden Medal for their service, such as Chester Nez. Chester Nez was born in New Albuquerque, New Mexico, and this is what he has to say about his experience.
When we got to San Diego, as the code talkers, these other Marines, they sure treat us pretty good, 100%. They liked the Indians coming and take part in World War II. I was very happy to see this.
In addition, this was the 73-page dictionary that the Navajos would use to study from. These are the codes they created. Overall, this is the unbreakable code which saved the war, as can be seen.
Once World War II was over, the veterans, including the Navajo code talkers, were given the opportunity to get the GI Bill. This bill gave them many opportunities, such as getting an education and getting an employment just after they served the war. But it also brings up the idea of integrated wars, where nowadays you can see African Americans, Latinos, Japanese, any kind of other race involved in a war. In conclusion, after the Navajo code talkers' service in the war, nowadays you can see Native American tribes being treated equally than the past years, because now they have support from the government. Thanks for watching.